And today, to start things out, went through and I had a friend go through and ask about sloops and about learning to drive, learning to say all that fun jazz. And like you see over there to the right, you can go through and you can buy the starter sloop, and the starter sloop is actually fairly decent, especially for just how much you have to put into it. But with just a little bit more effort, um, you can make your own sloop, which I presume most people have done by now. Now, specifically, his question was, what is the best configuration for a solo sloop? He's gone through, he's seen the video that I'm sure many of you have on exactly how to go through and configure the sloop that you build to be your perfect starter solo sloop. For anyone who isn't aware of it, this site, Gamepedia, atlasgamepedia.com, goes through and you can see most everything that you need to go through ahead of time. So you can just go through and grind out all of your mats at once. I highly recommend it. I'll be linking in the description below. But I have a configuration that I've found works much better for me and for everyone I've shown it to. So for the person who requested it and for all of you, here you go. So I've already gone through the fun jazz of building everything and excuse me guys, combining it all here in one place so you can actually see it. Most of this is just fairly straightforward and exactly what you would expect, with maybe this addition. And this is really the one thing that to me just pulls it all together. But without further ado, let's just go ahead and do this. Now the first thing you're going to want to do is go through and just put the hull together. Some people like putting in the deck. I prefer putting in the hull. On bigger ships, I actually do like bigger ships like the Brigantine over there. I do prefer to go through and put down just the bottom hull. So putting down just the bottom and then putting in the deck, so on and so forth, and then building up. But since the sloop is so small, it's not really much of an issue to do it like this. And like most every build you've probably ever seen, you go through and put them all down in the center. We'll leave the last one there. For those who have seen that video that I was referencing earlier, we are going to be doing something very similar to what he did, but with this one, what I feel is a major addition. We're actually going to go through and do this first. One thing I did want to try is, let's get it to a half wall. Put this here. Can we go through? Nope. Missed. And hop up onto the deck so I can see this a little bit better. Because something I came up with as I was doing all of this is, oh, missed it. Do the half stairs. Can we get these to come out? Nope. No, wait, they can. Hey, I just need to rotate it. Yeah, there we go. Much nicer. So if you do a full set of stairs, I'll actually come down here. So if you do that half stairs, you can see right here, it just barely pokes through. If you do a full set of stairs, it pokes through and clips pretty badly. But in order to get the half stairs to work, you do have to put down a half wall behind it. You could do a full wall, but again, that would clip and kind of defeat the purpose of doing half stairs to begin with. So next up, I recommend you put in your sail. Now, I personally recommend going one medium speed sail over doing two small speed sails. And I'll show you guys why right now. So this is the most important step. So I mean, go through, put this down. I recommend you put it down a decent way away from this nice little hole. And we're going to patch this up in just a second. But the reason why is all important right here. So go through and make sure you put your steering wheel close, but not too close. And I think right about there should do it. And you want to test it immediately by making sure that you can go up, you can see everything around. If you put it too close, like I will show you here in just a second, pick it up. If you go through and you put the steering wheel too close, and especially if it clips, you'll go through and you will use, use the steering wheel. And apparently today is not the day, but let me back this up just a little bit because apparently the RNG gods are not with us. But if you get it too close, it'll go through and it'll read the mast as blocking your vertical perspective, and it'll lock you into first person. And then all you're going to see is this. And trying to steer like this is no fun. But the reason you want to go through and do it is like you see right there, as soon as I come off of the As soon as I come off of the wheel, I can go through and immediately grab the sails, rotate them, do whatever I need to do, and then just look straight down, pop back in, and I'm sailing right away. Now, for most stuff, for just your normal sailing, it's really nice, but you know what, it isn't that important. When you go through and you get into situations where you've got a cyclone and a bunch of ships of the dam around you, you know, it's just too much to deal with. And it's not that you can't deal with it, but it's really nice to be able to pop in and out like that, just super quickly, pop in, fully open, rotate, boom. Now, going through and using the double sail method, you can't do it quite that quick. You can do it quickly, but not quite that quick. We're going to go through here and put down our half wall like I know you guys have seen before. Now, there's a couple ways that you could do this. Way one would be to go through and you can put it right here. If all you're going to do is put in a smithy, then I highly recommend just put it right here. No big deal. If you think you're going to be doing a couple different things, then I would come further down and put it around there. Put in an extra ceiling tile, and then you go through and throw down your smithy. Don't worry about it clipping through the top. In this case, I'm only going to do the smithy. I'm not going to do anything else. If you're going to do further things, you just build extra ceiling tiles further down that way, and you want to make sure that you can get by with your smithy, so you'd have to rotate a little bit. But since I'm not, I don't care. I'm just going to leave it like that. Again, like you guys have probably seen in other videos, you can go through. This bucket will clip, but it's not accessible, so you don't need to worry about that. And then we're going to go through. We're going to put a couple walls around here. Nope. I'm going to rotate that. That. Wait, nope. Come on. Don't be like that. Put it. Oh, apparently it's just going to be like that for today. And I completely forgot. We're actually not going to do it like that. We're going to do it like this. Oh, come on. Thank you. Thank you. And we're going to put down this one right here. Turn it into a doorway. Put in our door. You can set a pin code or you can not set a pin code, since it'll go through and, like you can see here, it'll automatically be locked. And then you can go through, open it up, run down, do your stuff, and be absolutely certain that no one is going to mess with it. And then I highly, highly, highly recommend that you put the bed as far to the front as you can if you're going to be going through and potentially traveling with mates. Now, if you're just going to do it by yourself, obviously the bed placement isn't as important, but the reason I highly recommend you put it as front to the ship as you can is because if you are traveling full sail with a medium sail on a sloop, you will very easily go flying off the back and, you know, au revoir, as they say. And then this is something else that I recommend, is going through and putting a container. I prefer just sticking a large container up here just because there's not really any reason. Weight-wise, it doesn't make much of a difference, and you could put, you know, significantly more items in here than with the small one. Although a small one aesthetically does have some appeal, so whatever works best for you. And then the final thing being the ladders. I recommend you set it off to one side. This way, it won't go and interfere with trying to use the steering wheel or get to the sails. Now this is one of those things, and this is why I include it this way. I like it both ways, where you go through and you can just climb straight up, or where you can climb up here and then jump up and grab it. And it doesn't take very much athleticism, not much of a big deal, but this does make getting up here a little bit easier. And for those of you who find that having this last ladder in the way, which I'm going to put down right now, I also really highly recommend that you only place ladders when you're in first person. For some reason, for me, it always seems to glitch out when you do it in third. Highly recommend that you guys go through and just test for yourself if this is too crowded for your taste. For me, this is perfect. It means that everything is right here within reach and not a big deal. And then, but if you go through and you find that it is, just remove this last ladder, no big deal, and you'll be just fine to get up there, no problem. I also highly recommend that you go through and you put a pair of ladders on the sides just to make it easier to get up and down. I like placing them here. You can go further forwards or backwards with them, although there are not many spots. And then I miscounted my ladders. You need 2 more to get up to that last little crow's nest. And they only clip in one spot, so not a big deal. But this is the sloop configuration that I prefer. It's the one that I found works for me time and time again, and I really think you guys are going to like it too. If you guys have any questions, any comments, things you'd like to see different, or other things you'd like to see me try, leave them in the comments below. And until next time, may all of your booty be protected. Catch you guys later. Bye.